Und damit hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Wildern of You, Trade of Cold Steel. Beim letzten Mal sind wir hier in Heimdallr angekommen und ja, stehen nun vom Warflame Palace und kommen hier nicht weg, also kommen wir nicht weg, bis wir das Ding uns hier angeguckt haben. So this is Warflame Palace. This is where the Imperial government is headquartered too, right? Yeah. It's a pretty imposing building though. Looking up at it, one can really appreciate the grand scale of this nation. True. Oh, you're all here too? Wait, what are you guys doing here? Totally coincidence. It's not like we were planning to run into you here. Isn't your group supposed to be focusing on the western half of the city? I seem to recall your group being assigned to cover the east side, and yet here you are. Ah, this must be where our areas overlap. Have you been going around exploring all the places on your list too then? Yes, we only arrived here by tram a little while ago. How's everything coming along for you? Not bad. Still, in a city this big, it's quite a coincidence to just run into each other like this. Perhaps fate keeps trying to bring us together. I take it they put you all up in an old guild house too then? Yeah, I have to say I didn't see that coming. Your dad seems like he's the meddling type, Marcus. I wish I could disagree. I'm sure he has his reasons. We've explored about half of our assigned areas so far. How about you? We just started making the rounds, unfortunately. I see. Good luck then. The city is vast, but I'm sure you'll manage. Thanks. Oh hey, why don't we all get lunch together later? That sounds wonderful. There's no guarantee we'll be able to get together again during our visit after all. True, it'd be a perfect chance to exchange information as well. I've no objections. Alright, well, just give us a call on the Arcus when you're ready to take a break for lunch. We'll do the same. Sounds like a plan. Back to exploring then. Yeah, let's move on to the next area. Later, everyone. Later. Alright, let's get back to exploring then. Right. Let's see if we can finish scouting out our assigned areas before noon. So, damit haben wir... Jetzt habe ich hier weg, Dankeschön. So, denn wir fangen doch mal an mit der ersten Quest. Dafür müssen wir hier hin. Und zwar hier rein ins Konzertcafé Etoile. Oder wie auch immer es ausgesprochen wird, ich habe keine Ahnung. Ich kann kein Französisch. Das ist ein halbes Jahr und dann nie wieder. Welcome back, Elliot. Seeing you walk in, it's like nothing changed. Glad to see you doing well, Hemming. Is he an old friend of yours? Yep. Let me introduce you. Hemming used to be a famous musician, but now he settled down and owns this place. Fiona and I have known him since we were kids, and we owe him a lot. This place is pretty popular too. If you're involved with music in Heimdallr, you probably know Etoile. Fascinating. I wasn't even aware that this place existed. It's kinda relaxing. Thank you. Now that the introductions are out of the way, you sent in a request for us to take care of, didn't you? I did, in fact. Can you start right away? Should we, Ween? Yeah. Sure, mind telling us what you need? The request mentioned that one of your favorite records was smashed. That's right. It happened while I was trying to change around the store's layout. I ended up knocking one of its shelves over by mistake, which in turn led to a record falling out and shattering. What terrible luck. Which record was it? Tragically enough, it was Ember Armor. No, you play that one every night. And if it came out over 30 years ago, it has become rather hard to find, yes. You know your music, the Wind Orchestra would be proud. Maybe. I've got plenty of other records to play while I look for a replacement, so not an insurmountable problem. I'm more worried about the fact that I have an old friend stopping by this evening who really loves that song. That's why I'd like to ask you if you can find me a replacement before the end of the day. Makes sense. I assume you've searched all of the nearby record stores already? I did, but none of them had it in stock. This is a big city though, I haven't given up on it just yet. Which is why I sent the request your way. Then we have our work cut out first. Does anyone know of any stores that might sell old records? You might want to ask Fiona about that. But yeah, I suppose a piano instructor would know where to buy records. Probably knows every store. My thoughts exactly. He's probably our best bet. Then we know where to start. Hopefully she'll be able to help us. Look at you kids, already formulating a plan. Yeah, Elliot, this should cover the cost of a record if you manage to find it. Thanks. Okay, we're off to find that record. I'm sure you will. Kurzer Cut. Dann machen wir auch sofort weiter. Erster Stopp dann natürlich Fiona. Oh, hello everyone. Is that something I can help you with? We hope so. Elliot explained that Hemming asked them to search for a copy of Ember Armor. Oh no, poor Hemming. It might be a hard record to find, so as far as I can remember, most stores here don't stock it anymore. That's what we were afraid of. But that's why we came to you. We thought you might know some other way we can get our hands on it. This is something for a long shot, but how about asking over at Plaza Bifrost on Vancouver Street? That's not a suggestion I was expecting. Same here, I don't remember there being any music stores in there. Did they add one while I was gone? Not within the building itself, no. However, Plaza Bifrost actually has a number of partner stores all throughout the city, some of which sell records. So if you ask there, they'll be able to check if any of them have a copy in stock. That's quite the trick, I'm impressed. Well, you learn these kinds of things as you grow up. Aren't you lucky to have such a reliable sister, Elliot? And so humble too, I can't deny that you've really helped us out. Thanks a lot. We'll head straight for Plaza Bifrost now. Just remember to be careful. She's really crazy about her brother, isn't she? Yeah, I'm kind of jealous. Also, Elise ist auch sehr verrückt hier. Lass mich mal dabei. Welcome to Plaza Bifrost. Is there anything I can help you with? We're looking for a specific item and heard that this was the place to ask. That's right. What can I help you find today? We are trying to find a record that came out roughly 30 years ago. It's called Ember Armor. Is there any chance that someone here would have it in stock? Ember Armor. Allow me to get in touch with our affiliated stores. Please bear with me as I do so. Thank you for waiting. Did you manage to find it? I'm afraid not. I contacted all 5 stores, but none of them had a copy, I'm afraid. That's less than ideal. Can you ask anyone else? Unfortunately not. I'm afraid you might have to inquire elsewhere. However, before we resort to that, it is possible for us to contact the record maker and ask him to send us a copy. Would that be of interest to you? How long would it take to arrive? Depends on the company, but anywhere from a week to a month, I'd say. Unfortunately, we were asked to find a copy by tonight. While I appreciate the offer, there's not much point in getting it a week from now. So, you need it right away. Then might I suggest you visit the Ost district? There's a very reliable second-hand store there that might have it. Alright, I didn't think of that. Didn't realize there were second-hand stores in Heimdallr. Don't you live in the Ost district, Marcia? Not only do I live there, I know the woman who runs the store. The store's named Emeralds, and I'm fairly certain they sell old records. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's go. Fine by me. We really appreciate all the help you've given us. My pleasure. I do hope you find what you're looking for. As do I. Ostdistrikt, da waren wir auch noch gar nicht. Das heißt, ich gehe wahrscheinlich erstmal eine Cutscene. No Ost District. This is the Ost District where I was born and raised. You find mostly lower class citizens and laborers living around here. There are a lot of old looking buildings in this area, but it doesn't look especially run down. It wasn't included in the city's redevelopment plan, but they take good care of it nowadays. Once my father and Chancellor Osborne came into power at least, but if I managed to improve the employment numbers around here, and in turn the standard of living. That's why they're so popular here in Heimdallr. Chancellor Osborne in particular is famous for holding his ground against even the most influential nobles. Interesting. So does that mean we're near your house, Makia? Yeah, relatively. Well, there isn't much to see here. Everyone gets along pretty well, and they're always there for each other. On that note, there are a number of people here who might like to see before we leave, but I'll do that later. Fine by me, let's go. Falsche Taste schon wieder, die ich da benutzt habe, darunter. Okay. Welcome. Oh, hey Markias. Huh? What are you doing here? What happened to your grandmother? It's kind of odd not to see her here. She called it quits basically, so now the store's all mine. Really? No need to freak out, I'm handling things pretty well. Anyway, be sure to drop by if you're ever in the neighborhood. I don't have too many years on me, but I know what I'm doing. Right. Anyway, there's something I'd like to ask. We're searching for a specific record. Do you know if you have amber armor in stock here by any chance? Let me have a look, okay? Sorry for the wait, is this the one? Thank you very much. So is that one? Yep, it's the real deal. It's in really good condition considering that it's second hand too. Hamming will be ecstatic to see this. How much is it? It's 10% off the original price. Only 10%, that's still pretty expensive. Hey, I'm trying to run a business here. It's a fair price given how well the record's managed to hold its value. I figured it'd be more than regular price since it's so rare. See, she guessed it. It'd be way more than retail prices were out of print too. 10%, take it or leave it. We'll take it. This should cover it. Pleasure doing business with you. Well, we found what we needed. Yeah, let's bring this back to Hamming. Kann ich hier eigentlich auch einkaufen? Ja, kann ich. Na gut, okay. Das Trading. Das bringt mir gerade nicht so viel. Aber dann können wir rüber zu Alto Street. Und Hamming diese wunderbare Platte geben. Nicht einkaufen, ach, einfach nur sowas, ja okay. So you found it after all. Somehow, yeah, it's all yours. Sorry I couldn't find your brand new one. Oh, no need to worry. You've really saved my evening. Now I don't have to worry about disappointing my friend. How wonderful to hear. Yeah, all that searching was worth it. Well, you can't go without a reward, so here, it's one of our desserts. Thank you very much. It looks so good that I sort of want to eat it right now. That's quite a compliment. Well, but luck with the rest of your field study. Warte mal. Ja, das ist es. Ich würde eigentlich fast schon gerne einfach hier bleiben und mir das weiter anhören, aber ich glaube, machen wir mal nicht. Wenn ihr das machen wollt, besorgt euch doch einfach das Spiel und stellt euch 50 Stunden da rein. Easy. Welcome. Would you like some gelato? Excuse me, I'd like to... Oh wow, there are a lot of you today. How many will you be having and what flavors? I'll take lemon. Don't play along with her. Unfortunately, we haven't come to purchase your assuredly delicious gelato. We were sent by the governor to assist you with the request. Oh, so that's why you're here. Sorry about that. No worries. May I ask what you need our help with? Of course. There was a customer who stopped by for some gelato the other day, you see. He told me all about how his hat was a handmade gift he received from someone very special to him. Ironically, he dropped it by my stall and there's been no signs of him ever since. That's not good. Especially if it was so important to him. He was probably devastated after he realized he'd lost it too. Which means he's most likely frantically searching for it as we speak. The catch being that he's unaware of where exactly he dropped it. Yep, that's probably it. Could have given it back to him by now if he were a regular customer, but he's definitely not. Well, if you know who he was, this wouldn't be a problem. How old do you think he was? I'd say he was in his 20s at least. Did mention that he was from the Ost district. That's all I know, though. Sorry. How many 20-something males are there in Heimdallr? Well, then, would make this easy. Still, knowing he's from the Ost district should make things easier. Oh yeah, that's where your house is, isn't it? Exactly. The Ost district has a strong sense of community, and I know a pub owner who may know something. So I assume we'll find him eventually. Then I see no reason not to go to this pub. Probably our best bet. Could we take the hat with us, Jasmine? Of course, here you go. Thank you. Okay, Machias, lead the way. Of course. The pub's called Gamgee's, and is owned by men called, well, Gamgee. It's located around the center of the district. Sam, Wise, zufällig mit Vornamen. Pubs are always good for getting info. Good luck finding him. I'll use some gelato for this. Don't worry, we'll make sure he gets his hat back. Hats off. Dann können wir auch direkt los zum Ostdistrikt. Nein, da wollte ich nicht hin, ich wollte zu Gamgee's Pub. Long time no see, Gamgee. Mark here, didn't expect to see you back so soon. Did Carl call you back to help with the summer festival or something? Not exactly. Then again, this is my father we're talking about. That might have been his plan all along. Guess you haven't outgrown your habit of overthinking since. Either way, glad to see you're doing well and make yourself at home. I hope your kids stick with him too. He's stubborn as a mule, but a good guy at heart. Will do. We're well aware. Thanks. But to the matter at hand, there's something I'd like to ask you, Gamgee. Could you take a look at this hat for us? We're searching for its owner. I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. Figured. Oh, I remember now. Jim's wife made this for him after they got married. The guy was crazy about it and wouldn't stop showing it off, so I tried my best to erase the damn thing from my mind. So Jim's, is it? I'm surprised he dropped something that important to him, though. Well, hurry up and give it back to him. He'll probably cry tears of joy. Last I heard, he's off work today, so you should find him at his house. Just try and keep this a secret from his wife if you can. Think it could get awkward if she heard that he dropped it, I guess. This question might be a good idea. Do you know where he lives? Yep, step outside, take a slide ride, and head down the steps. It's directly ahead. Thank you for the information, Gamgee. Don't sweat it. Irgendwas Interessantes? Nein. Wo war das jetzt? Okay, einfach hier runter. Ecken und Hitboxen und Kanten. Oh, hello there, Machias. Doesn't seem like Jim's home. Yeah, let's ask Grass where he is. You wouldn't happen to know where Jim is, would you? You just missed him, actually. He wandered out a short while ago without so much as a word. Been acting a bit odd for the past few days, too. You wouldn't happen to know anything, would you? Oh, of course not. Right. What did you need him for, anyway? Oh, Gamgee wanted me to pass a message on to him, that's all. Well, that's the kind of thing you'd want to do face to face. He shouldn't have gone too far. Thank you for letting us know. Sorry for intruding. smooth, I guess, Marcus. Come on, tram, hurry up. I really wish I could remember where I dropped it. Jim, there you are. Found him just in time. Yeah, it wouldn't have been easier to find him if he'd gotten on a tram. Did you say find him? Were you looking for me for some reason? That we were. This wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? My hat. I can't believe it. This is it. The hat that Grass made for me. Oh, thank Adios. Been looking all over for this for the past few days. Where in the world did you find it? We didn't find it at all. The lady at the gelato store by the plaza picked it up after you dropped it. Oh, now that I think about it, I do remember taking it off over there since my hat was getting itchy. And then you accidentally dropped it. Is that? I had no idea you were here, Grass. Warum kriegt sie da eigentlich den Hut? Naja. Sorry, Marcus, I decided to follow you after I realized what happened. I can't believe you, Jim. Not only did you drop the hat, you didn't even tell me the truth about it. Sorry, I just didn't want to upset you. I understand how you felt, but you should have just told me. Didn't you swear never to keep anything from me when we got married? I'm more upset over the fact that you broke that oath than anything else. You're right. I'm so sorry. I should have told you right away. I forgive you this time. Thank you so much for returning it to him. I couldn't be more grateful. This isn't even close to a proper reward, but here. Are you sure we can have these? Oh, by all means. Please give our thanks to the lady at the gelato store too. Of course. Well then, let's go home, darling. We wouldn't want to waste your day off now, would we? No, we would not. Again, thank you all so much for this. So you managed to find him then? Thank goodness. How can I ever repay you? I think you're overestimating what we actually did. Don't worry about it. That's not true at all. Speaking of which, you must all be exhausted after all that running around. How about some gelato to refresh yourselves? You mean it? Wow, thank you. It's the least I can do. Vanilla gelato, lemon gelato. What a treat. Thank you. You look deliciously refreshing. Schönes Detail übrigens, dass man tatsächlich einmal das Lemon-Ding kriegt, was die haben wollte. So, und Quest Nummer 3. Aber vorher nochmal hier kurz in die Shops gucken. Jesus, das ist wirklich ein gutes Stück besser. So, und die roten Schuhe. 1, 2, 3 und nur 4. Marcus ist mir egal. Warum habe ich eigentlich jetzt auch noch kein Prismatic Cape? Ja. Ich habe gerade einen. Ich kann mal, bevor wir irgendwie gleich mal aus Versehen in den Kampf geraten, dass wir machen. So. Also wirklich schlimm, die ganzen Ecken, Kanten hier in der Overworld. So, hast du irgendwas Interessantes? Also gut, hier das hier. Let's go. Ansonsten habe ich halt alles offen. Jetzt fehlt nur noch hier ein bisschen was davon. Da fehlt nichts. Sufficient items? Warum insufficient? Ach, oh. Hallo. Warum auch immer ich das noch... Ach ja, Waffenshop. Warum auch immer ich das noch nicht hatte, beziehungsweise nicht in meinem Guide drin steht. Zack. Zack. Das natürlich auch groß. So. Ich habe halt nicht viele U-Materials natürlich, ne? Aber... Ja. Zumindest Ruins. Also können wir einmal verbessern. Dann doch drin. So. Ja, bei Frost Plaza waren wir schon, dann gehen wir mal hier hinten. Zum Imperial Chronicle. Ja. Hello, how can I help you? Hi, we're students from Thors Military Academy. We're here to follow up on a request someone made of us? Ah, I see, you must be Class 7 then. Would you like me to call the man who made this request out to meet you? Yes, please. Understood. Please take a seat on the sofa over there then, while I do so. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Norton, a photographer here at the Imperial Chronicle. I've actually met Wien here before, so glad to see you're keeping well. Likewise, nice to see you again. Didn't expect I'd run into you like this though. You know him? Yeah, I met him during our field study last month. Right, back when you were in the North Highlands. Yep, I was there at the same time. I really owe Wien and the rest of his group for everything they did for me. I probably wouldn't have got pictures as good as I did if it weren't for them. Now you're exaggerating things. I'll take the compliment though. I wouldn't mind having you folks with me next time I head out. Okay, enough hope and dreams. Let's talk about the details of this request. I'm guessing summer festival related? How could it not be? It's always got us scrambling this time of year. So basically I want you to help take some of the weight off our shoulders. And how would we do that exactly? We need you to help us make a tourist pamphlet, essentially. We put these things out on a regular basis, but this one's made specifically for the festival. But like I said, we're so swamped around here that it's really dragging. Sounds tough. I assume you won't be asking us to actually write the thing, will you? No, we wouldn't go that far. We need you to go to some of the featured stores and do a couple things. First up, you need to collect each store's comment for the pamphlet. Don't worry, we've asked them to write them in advance. After that, we need you to take a picture of the store and its employees for us. And just to make sure everything's the way it should be sure to read each store's comment back to them. That sounds very doable. Yeah, we knows how to use a camera too, so we shouldn't run into any issues. Is that so? I'm hardly an expert, but I know how to work one at least. Now that we know what we have to do, just how many stores will we be visiting exactly? 5 in total. They're all on Vancouver Street too, so you won't be running around much. You'll find the first 2 in Plaza Bifrost. You'll be looking for Weston House, which is the general grocery store, and Mimosa, a coffee shop of sorts. Then south of Plaza Bifrost you'll find a weapon shop named Watson's, followed by Lumiere Orbital Factory south of that. Last but not least, Le Sage, which is right next to Lumiere. You get all that, Marcus? Yeah, that's a lot of stuff, but I doubt we'll have any trouble finding them. Yeah, they're all on the west side of Vancouver Street, so you're not exactly going to get lost. Well, that's everything you need to know. Any questions? Nope, we're good. Great, you're gonna need this then. I'm heading back to work now, so I'm counting on you. Get Citron to give me a shout when you've been to all the stores. I'd appreciate it if you'd give her the comment of the camera when you're done too. Will do. Okay then, let's get started. Let's get started indeed. Nachhinein Ist wahrscheinlich so, ich bin ja jetzt überall einmal reingelaufen. Weil nachher wirklich ein Busmart. Welcome to Western House. Thanks, we're here to do a favor for the Imperial Chronicle. Ah yes, my contact there said you'd be dropping by. Here's our comment. Thanks, let me read this back to you just to make sure everything's in order. Letting our customers leave with a smile is our greatest honor, so please pay us a visit on your next trip to Heimdallr. Is that okay? Wow, it sounds so embarrassing when you read it out loud like that. But even so, that's right. Great. Now for a picture if you don't mind. Oh, okay. Say cheese. Much appreciated. Oh please, it was nothing. Down. Welcome, table for 5. Not right now, we're here for the Imperial Chronicle. Alright, they told me to expect you. I've got our comment right here. Thanks. I'll read it out loud just to make sure it's correct. Let us provide you with a moment of luxury during your time in the capital. How does that sound? Sounds good to me. Okay, next we have to take a picture of the store. Say cheese. Thank you for your cooperation. Anytime, thanks for doing all this. Oder haben wir Lissage natürlich noch. Und Lissage. Welcome to Lissage. I can tell from your uniforms that you're Thors students. That's right, how did you know? We made those uniforms in this very store. Really? Ah, this store does share its name with the boutique in Twister, now that I think about it. This is Lissage's main branch. Back to business. Have you come in search of something specific, or are you just here to browse? Well, neither. I see, I was told to expect someone to swing by. Here's our comment, if you please. Thank you. Please allow me to read it back to you. If you want to stay on the cutting edge of fashion, you want to shop Lissage. Is this acceptable? It is indeed. Now for a picture of the store. Say cheese. Thank you very much. Not at all. Dann Watsons. Welcome, feel free to take a look around. We're actually on behalf of the Imperial Chronicle. Ah yeah, they told me you'd be stopping by. Here you go then. Thank you very much. Can I take a look? Sure, mind reading it back to him too? Let's see. We've gained our customers' trust with our long-standing tradition of expertise. How does that sound? Perfect. Okay, next up we've got to take a picture of the store. Make sure I look cool in it now. I'll try. Say cheese. Thank you very much. Dann haben wir noch Lumiere. Hey there, welcome to Lumiere Orbital Factory. What can I do you for? We're actually on behalf of the Imperial Chronicle. Oh, for the pamphlet? Yeah, I heard about that. Well, here you go. Thank you very much. Just to recap, stop by Lumiere Orbital Factory for all your orbment related needs. Does that sound right? You bet it does. Right then, next up is taking a picture of the store. Say cheese. Thank you very much. Not at all. I believe that's all of them now. Yeah, let's report back to Norton. Natürlich ist das nicht auf der Schnellreisetaste. Natürlich ist das nicht. Good day, everyone. Assume you've finished Norton's request? That we have. Here you go. Thank you very much. I'll go call Norton back out here, so please make yourself comfortable on the sofa. Nice work out there. Just had the photos you took developed too, and gave them a once-over. How were they? I was a bit nervous knowing that a pro would be looking at them. Let me tell you, there was no need for that. You took some nice shots, they're just right for this. That's the relief. Nice, good for you. Do all the comments seem to be in order? Yep, look good to me. Now all we gotta do is plan out the pamphlet layout and we'll be done. That's wonderful. Running around Vancouver Street was worth it then. I'll say, thank you guys, I really appreciate it. You did great work. Alright, can't forget to hand over your reward. Here you go. That's very nice of you, thanks. Time for me to get back to work. Feels like a lot less to handle, thanks to all of you though. Das hatten wir das dann auch geschafft. Damit waren wir im Garnier-Distrikt eigentlich schon? Anscheinend nicht. Dieser Pancake-Stand. Der erinnert mich an the Barriere. This is the Garnier district. It's famous for being home to Heimdallr opera house as well as a bunch of expensive jewelers and hotels. So it's kind of an entertainment district then. Doesn't seem like the kind of place we'd be spending much time in at least. There's a casino in one of the clubs around here too. It probably goes without saying, but it's completely off limits to us. I have to admit, I am curious. Ooh. I can do without the casino, but I'd love to see something at the opera house someday. I mean, the operas are the face of Erebonian culture after all. I'd love to see one too, especially if I could get one of the box seats. It must be amazing to earn such high praise from you two. But right now we've got a request to take care of, so let's take a look around. A fine idea. Fine idea indeed. Haben wir hier irgendwas Interessantes? Oh. Die Dinger. Mhm. Kaufen 2 davon. Und 2 davon. Bin ich fast arm, aber das ist jetzt halt so.
Wow, a tiara encrusted with carnelians? This is about as ritzy as you can get.
It's so shiny.
Höre ich mir, da wird diese Tiara in Reverie. Auf ein Reverie? Ja, noch ein Reverie in Plotpoint einnehmen. Dafür tausche ich es. Egal. Wir hier der gute alte Banana Crab. Aber gut, ich denke, dass dann wir haben jetzt noch eine Quest vor uns. Die ist aber noch länger. Da kümmern wir uns der nächsten Part drum. Wenn euch dieser hier gefallen hat, lasst gerne einen Daumen nach oben da, abonniert den Kanal, um nichts mehr zu verpassen. Dann sehen wir uns beim nächsten Mal. Bis dahin. Ciao, ciao.